thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Oh, today we're going to talk about some fun role-playing stuff. So today, I'm going to ask the question, DM's Guild has many small publishers. Would you like them to team up and create related projects? Now, this isn't a new phenomenon. This isn't even slightly different, but I don't think that's happening a lot on DM's Guild specifically. So with DM's Guild, it looks like a lot of the problems that I've noticed, and I say this is a problem as a sense of 80% of the sales go to probably 20% of the people. That's very much the way it's always been with most things. But I know a lot of people are that remaining 80% that basically are the remaining 20% of sales. They want to make more money and they want to figure out how to do it. And one of the things that doesn't seem to be done is people teaming up with other companies and doing products. So a long time ago, when dinosaurs ruled the world back in the early 2000s, one of the first times I've ever seen something like this was between Paradigm Concepts and Green Ronin. They built a license called OGL Interlink, and basically what the idea was very, very simple. The two companies would hire one writer. This writer would write for both companies' respective source books. For example, Paradigm Concepts did one about giants, and I believe my memory still serves me right, Green Ronin did one about dwarves, and the same writer wrote both, and he interconnected the stories between both of them. So if you picked up one book, it'd make a lot more sense you could pick up the other book. You basically were helping each other out with sales, and really, for a better, simpler way to put it, they were exposing content that maybe the other person's fan base didn't know about. Why is this important? Why is this important at DM's Guild? Since DM's Guild is kind of restrictive on what you can do to help build your base and help get more people out there, one of the most simple and easy ways to handle this would be to, number one, join with someone else who's doing work. I mean, there are hundreds of people putting out products at this website. And it's just surprising to me that you don't see more people, interacting, doing that. It's just something that is somewhat surprising, at least to me. For example, if you look at the Guild Adepts, most of those people are individuals who've worked for WotC at one point or time, and they basically started making things together that work and selling them under the name. Same exact idea. But you're going to do it on a much smaller scale because, you're not as big as they are. You don't have as much influence as they do. But if you want to move in a different direction, that could be a great way to go. I mean, if you've already put out some products already and you've got a small fan base, you can look at the products you sold, see other products people have bought in conjunction with the products that you sold. Find out who you sold best with, or you think you might find out who you sold best with, or research it the old-fashioned way, but find out and then reach out to that person and say, hey, I think we have very similar fan bases. Maybe we can do something together. Maybe we can get something together that can work for us. Now, this may not work every time, but realistically, it only has to really work a couple times for it to be a huge success. A lot of people would be interested in teaming up with other companies to help their sales because, once again, you helping their sales help your sales. I mean, like I said, it's not rocket science, but it is something that needs to be done more often, and you need to see more of it. I mean, a lot of people have gone onto certain worlds like Ravenloft and Eberron, and they supported those. But at the same time, you could find some people in those niches and see if you guys could team up and make even more interesting, more cohesive, and basically more money. Because no matter what you say, this is about money. If you weren't doing this, you would have done this for free and been giving it away. And most people don't do that. They get paid for it. They enjoy the money they get. It pays for stuff. This gives you a great opportunity to try something that maybe not everyone's doing, but you could try it and probably do very well at it. But you got to get something together. So, like I said, find a product of yours that's selling decently well to really well. Find out other products you are selling under that same niche. Reach out to the people. Let's see if you can make a deal. Because you might get yourself in a great position where both of you might be able to help each other out, and even better in the long run, get bigger and more influential in the RPG industry. Just something to think about. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all later. Hey, thank you for checking out my channel. Do me a favor, check out my other videos, and if you like what you see, subscribe.